Pass up there, guys. Itumeleng Football Channel, Kaizer Chiefs Football Channel, football from the fans' perspective. Welcome back, welcome to our new video. After a very long time, we have not uploaded a video for a very long time. And yeah, we are doing a review. Kaizer Chiefs 1, AmaZulu 2. Very disappointing results, very disappointing performance. And yeah, a very disappointing position in the log. We have drifted to position number 9. Third consecutive loss for Kaizer Chiefs right now. Against Pirates, against Richards Bay, now AmaZulu. And yeah, we look like we're becoming a very consistent team in losing. Very consistent team in bad results. And it's just a bad one. Just a bad one. We don't look like a team that was ready to go to Morocco and compete against Wydad Casablanca. We don't look like a team that has rested for so many days. AmaZulu has been playing, and Kaizer Chiefs has rested for so many days, and since the CAF, game was cancelled. But we didn't look like a team that had rested, that had time to prepare, that was ready to go, to Morocco and compete and get results against one of the best teams in Africa. And we play AmaZulu, very bad show. And yeah, it's been a very bad one. And it's said that Kaizer Chiefs now has, relegated our expectations to top 8, to surviving, relegation, those kind of things. It's just a bad one. It's just a bad one. It shouldn't be like that. Kaizer Chiefs fans, Kaizer Chiefs club, we don't deserve that. We just don't deserve that. And yeah, the guys are not showing the energy to win the games. They're not showing the character to win the games. We look like a team that has not won anything. We look like a team that has players in it that have not won anything, and a team that is inexperienced. And unfortunately, we have experienced players there. We have experienced guys there that have won, that have competed in the highest stage in World Cup, and yeah, it's very disappointing, to be honest. But yeah, let's get into the game. But before we do that, I would like to encourage anyone that has not subscribed in the channel to hit the subscribe button, to turn on the notification, and yeah, let's enjoy the conversation in the comment section. Thank you for all those that have subscribed, that have been supporting us, that have been sharing our videos. Yeah, it's well appreciated. It's well appreciated. Let's check out the team played. The lineup: Khune, right back Ngezana, 2 center backs, Mato on the right, Rama on the left, and Zulu as the left back. And in the middle of the park, Cardoso and Macheke. On the side, it's we had Frosla on the right, and then on the left we had Mashiane. Front of them was Nobo, of course, and then Lukovic as a striker. And thing is, it is a sort of balanced lineup according to me. There is nothing wrong so much with it, except the fact that there's too much defensive players, and something that fans have been complaining about, and a lot of people have been complaining about. That is of concern. But other than that, I don't think it's a bad one. And yeah, let's look at how the team played. The team, first half, we just didn't look like we were going to win the game. From the first half, when I looked at the energy of the team and the motivation of the team, it just didn't look like Kaizer Chiefs is here to compete, is here to get points against AmaZulu at all. It looked like AmaZulu is a better team. In fact, AmaZulu were the better team from the beginning of the game until the last whistle of the game. AmaZulu were just the team on top, team prepared, better prepared, a team with better talent. To be honest, that's how things looked like to me, and I'm sure that's how things look like to every Kaizer Chiefs fan. In the first half, to be honest, Kaizer Chiefs brought nothing. And on our own half, it looked like there's a team. It looked like there's a team. They are playing football, and they are passing, they are sharing the ball on our half. But as soon as we get to the opposite half, it's everything just looked like it's just not adding up. There was never training. There was never preparations on how are you going to break AmaZulu. How are you planning to score? There looked like there was literally nothing from us. Final ball was very terrible. The early crosses were not working, to be honest. Happy on the left with Zulu, they were not working. The crosses were not working. Sometimes, you hit a cross, even when you see that there's a man in front of you, they block the ball. sometimes a cross, even when you see that there's no one on the box, it's only Nukovic, he's not going to compete against, the experienced guys, Gumete, Koki, and the likes. It just, it's not going to work. You have Velimotwa there, who's a very good keeper, very organized keeper. So it just didn't work. On the side of Frosla, early crosses, still, they're not working. They were just not working. On the first half, it was very terrible to watch, to be honest. So I watched the game up until, I think, the 45th minute. And the 45th minute, I decided, you know what, let me just leave. Let me just go and have a break. And maybe they will come back with something. Only to my surprise, I when I come back, Mulenga has scored. And one goal, by the time we go to halftime, one AmaZulu, Kaizer Chiefs 0. Then I went back to the goal. I checked the goal. It was a very terrible mistake from the defense. To be honest, easy, very easy. From the middle of the park, AmaZulu didn't use, normally the teams that want to beat Kaizer Chiefs, you need to go on the side, more especially on the left of Kaizer Chiefs, because Zulu likes to attack, likes to go forward. In fact, he's our best in terms of the offensive game. So it is logical to use that side to attack, like how Richards Bay targeted Ntia. But this time around, AmaZulu in the middle of the park, breaking our defense, like there's no defense, like there's no Mato, like there's no Ramasham Pashele, like there's no Ngezana in that defense. In front of them, as if there's no Cardoso, as if there's no Macheke, and then they get the ball, pass Khune. Instead of clearing the ball out, Mato clears the ball back to Mulenga, and we're speaking about a player here, a very deadly finisher for AmaZulu, has been like that. For Orlando Pirates as well, we know him, he's very talented, and put the ball in the back of the net. And one AmaZulu, 0 Kaizer Chiefs by the time we go, to the halftime. And yeah, for me, I didn't see the goal when it happened. I only saw the highlights, and yeah, Kaizer Chiefs was just terrible to watch. And yes, Happy Mashiane got an injury, and that was a very sad one for me. I think he's one guy who gives us more options going forward, more especially when they play with Zulu and Ngobo. The three of them are left-footed, and they give us some option. They give us some option going forward, and Happy's crosses are much more better than Zulu, because Zulu of course is a left back. And yeah, when Happy went out and Manyama came in, still I knew the guy Manyama was not going to give us anything. His time at Kaizer Chiefs, it's been very terrible this season. And yeah, he didn't give us anything as we expected. In the second half, of course, I watched the second half. Blom came in for Cardoso, who was doing nothing in the first half. For us, giving us nothing offensively, giving Kaizer Chiefs nothing defensively. So you ask yourself, so many defensive players, but we can't defend. Blom came in, and then yeah, it looked like something is about to happen. And then Castro came in for Manyama. And then yeah, when Castro plays with Nukovic, there's always something that looks like it's going to be a goal. But to be honest, we never created a chance against the AmaZulu team. Nothing. We never broke them. We never, had defense splitting passes. Nothing. There was no chance created against AmaZulu in this game. There was no chance at all. Half chances where there's a cross from Frosla and then Nukovic heads the ball. It just didn't give us anything, to be honest. And that is why I'm saying the team didn't look like we prepared. Of course, we scored a goal, became 1-1. Penalty. Tapelo Koki held Nukovic, no doubt about it. It's a penalty. And then cool, collected finish by Castro, and I think it took it very well. Knowing how Nukovic took the penalty against Orlando Pirates and costed the team, Castro did very well, very calm. Made me a bit anxious when he was slowly going to the ball and the Pogba thing. But yeah, it did well, 1-1. But still, AmaZulu looked like a better team. The next thing, what happens is that Darrell Macheke gets a red card. Now, the first thing that I want to speak about is that, like we said with Ntiantia, if you remember with Ntiantia, we said there's a player here that is under pressure, playing under pressure against Richards Bay, has a yellow card in the first half. We say that he's late in his tackles. Why as a coach, why are you not taking him out and let him rest, save him and save the game? And the worst part is that we're speaking about young guys. Darren Macheka is just 20 years old and it's his first season in PSL. It is expected that he's going to make mistakes. He's one hell of a talented guy. To be honest, one of my favorite players right now in Kaizer Chiefs. The boy is very talented. His left foot and his right foot, very talented, technically gifted. His passes, is able to put forward passes. But yeah, the coach was supposed to take him out. Coach was supposed to save him. But the coach didn't do that like he did with Ntiantia. Keep him in the game. A game that is played with high tempo. A game where the opposition is very good in attack. Got a yellow card, second yellow card, a challenge on Muleng, and then he got out, and we had to play with one man down. From then I knew that it's going to happen, just like it happened with Richards Bay. It's going to happen, and there's this guy I was watching football with, like, no, it's gonna end 1-1. It looks like a draw. And then Katsande comes in. I'm like, okay, it's trying to sort out, our Kaizer Chiefs defensively. But for me, it just wouldn't work out. To me, it was not going to work out. It's not going to be, Kazan was not going to be a solution. For me, Kazan has never been a solution for Kaizer Chiefs. He will never be a solution for Kaizer Chiefs. For me, it's dead wood right now. And he came in, of course, gave us nothing. Forward, nothing defensively forward. AmaZulu pressed us the whole game. And then, on the last minute of the game, I think 85th minute of the game, a goal by a cross, a corner kick. In fact, first it's a corner kick, and then a goal by Majoro. And a lot of people are blaming Khune in that game, in that goal. A lot of people are blaming Khune. I see it's trending, Khune blunder and all that. But for me, Khune is not to be blamed. Khune is not to be blamed at all. The defense of Kaizer Chiefs, I don't know what they're giving us. They are not good in terms of holding the line. We like holding a high line. We are not good. We are not good in terms of pace. We are not good in terms of build up, building with the ball. We are not good in terms of reading the game. The defense of Kaizer Chiefs is dead completely. And the painful part is that we have a lot of experienced players in that defense. We have a lot of experienced players. What are they training? What are they preparing? I don't know. There's a cross, of course. Khune goes for the ball, leaves the goalpost, he goes for the ball. First of all, there's no one who's attacking that ball. Our defense, all of it is under the goalpost. No one is attacking the ball. That's the first question that I ask myself. Why is Khune being the one attacking the ball when we have defenders, when we have players on the box? All of them under the goalpost. Obviously, he hits the ball with his fist. It doesn't go far. Understandable. Why? Because there's a lot of distraction and he had to leave his position and go, far away to collect the ball. And then Majoro chips it over the keeper. There's like 5 players on the goalpost, under the goalpost. 5 players. None of them goes for the ball. Instead, Katsane wants to use his foot to go for the ball. And then two AmaZulu, and very disappointing one. And if you want to blame Khune, to be honest, not this time around. The defense is the one that sold him out. Sold him out when they didn't go for the ball when it was crossed. They sold him out when they were supposed to save the ball because they remained in the goalpost. They were supposed to save the ball. But look what happened. A goal and 2 AmaZulu, 1 Kaizer Chiefs. And I stayed. Before I made this video, I watched Mamelodi Sundowns game against Baroka. Something like that happened. I think it was a cross. Onyango goes for the ball. And Mamelodi Sundowns defense remains under the goalpost. You know what happens? They flick the ball. They shoot. I think one of the players of Baroka shoots, and Nascimento was there to save the ball and hit the ball out. And Mamelodi Sundowns survived the moment. Exactly the same situation. And you want to blame Khune. If you want to blame Khune, you should be able to blame Onyango for going out. Onyango went out, but there was defense covering for him. But where was Kaizer Chiefs' defense in that ball? Why were they not attacking the ball when it was crossed from the corner? Why were they not saving the ball? I don't know, to be honest. Mato is tall, Katsane is tall. You have Frostler. You have a lot of defensive players that are the goalpost, doing nothing, and you want to blame the keeper. I think not. I don't believe that. Otherwise, AmaZulu played well as a team. They were very much prepared team. They were an away team, but they looked so confident. And there's this boy, I think it's Maduna. They brought in Maduna before they scored the second goal, and you see he was ripping Kaizer Chiefs apart. And Majoro, I knew as soon as Majoro is in, Ntuli was in, and a lot of problems. You have Ntuli, who's a goal scorer. You have Majoro is a goal scorer, and that team of AmaZulu, anyone can score from that team. And I knew it's going to be a problem, and we considered a goal in the very last minutes of the game. And there was no one to save us. To be honest. There was no one to save us. For me, there's nothing much to take from the game. There's no positive to take from the game. Like the game of Richards Bay, there's literally no positive to take from the game. It's very bad. We can't take positives from games like this. We can't take positives from games losses like the one of Richards Bay, where a team does not look like they are trying. It does not look like they are trying to go forward. And Manyama came in, had to be withdrawn, still was not giving Kaizer Chiefs anything. As for me, this is what I think about the club right now. This is what I think about the team. I think what Gavin Hunt is caught between the critique around the brand of football and results. Because he wants to get the results, and there's an issue of the brand of football, a pressure from the fans, and I think it's also from Kaizer Chiefs management that the results are important, but the brand of football needs to improve. And there's that kind of antagonism, there's that kind of friction that he has to resolve, but he's struggling to resolve it. The first thing that I think Gavin Hunt should do is to play both the strikers, play both Castro and Nukovic in the game. Like I said, last season, they got us a lot of goals together. And we saw right now when Castro came in for the Orlando Pirates game, our game changed. Well, this is what it does. It compromises the brand of football. It compromises the way of playing, because now you need to go diagonal, and you need to cross, and you need to play with the throw-ins and all that kind of a game, that messy game. But that is what I think we should go for. Play both the strikers, play that brand of football that is not nice to watch, but get the results. Maybe if we score a goal or two, then you can try and bring in ball players, and bring in players that can sort of manage the game. Otherwise, I still don't think it's best to try and fix the brand of football when we're not getting the results. Another thing that I'm asking myself, I don't know what is happening with one of our best ball players right now, this boy from Australia, Bacchus. I don't know where is Bacchus. This game is in, this game is out. Gavin Hunt has to get that right. And then Ngobo should finish the game. And the unfortunate part was on Happy Mashiana, that he got injured. But I think those are the boys that are supposed to be there. They're giving us something going forward. Darrell Macheke, except the red card, I think the boy is good. He's one of my favorites. Like I said, technically, going forward, passes and everything, I think is coming very well. He's still young, 20 years, bound to make mistakes. Hence, Gavin Hunt was supposed to protect him. But right now, very disappointing. I'm not even sure what are we going to play next. I'm not interested. I'll just watch the game, but it's a very disappointing one. I'd like to hear from you. What do you think Kaizer Chiefs should do right now? And I know that people are going to say, yeah, we need to look into the market and try to bring in players. That is late right now because the transfer window is closed. It's something that will happen next season. But for now, some solutions have to come out. We need to grind results. For me, what is important right now is the results above everything. Play Castro, play Nukovic, both of them. If it doesn't work, then you will change there and there. But play both of them. Sacrifice Cardoso. There is no need to have too many defensive players. The defense, for me, we tried the defense. We tried to fix it. The whole season we tried to fix it. It doesn't work. The second half of the season, we've played 16 games right now. It's just a few games left. We can't afford to be trying to fix the defensive line. Let's stick with Khune. Let's stick with the back four. play midfielders that can actually take us forward. Play Bakas, play Macheke, play Blom. I accept that. And then the two strikers must be there. The two strikers must be there. Otherwise, a very disappointing show from Kaizer Chiefs. I'd like to hear from you. From me, there's no love and peace. I'd like to hear from you. Itumeleng Football Channel, Kaizer Chiefs Football Channel, football from the fans' perspective. No love, no peace.